According to the Meghiya Sutta, Sayadaw explains yesterday the realization of the Anicca, impermanence, and then followed by the Anatta Vipassana, Jnana, the realization of Anatta spontaneously. So Sayadaw explains yesterday how a yogi realized the Anicca in five ways, and then Anatta in six ways, from the both theoretical and practical aspects. So regarding the how the Anicca Lakkhana, how the state of nature occurring to a person is in five ways. Yogis see the phenomena arising and passing away. The phenomena which initially do not exist and arise and pass away. And then these phenomena are boundaries between the ending and the beginning, appearance and disappearance. The phenomena just last temporary, and the phenomena are very fragile, or so fragile that cannot last for observation. When yogi is about to observe the phenomena, they already disappeared. So very fragile, extremely fragile, they are temporary. And there is no ego or self involved in the phenomena which arise and pass away. In these ways, a yogi can realize the nature, the impermanence. So in this case, there is no ego or individual self or universal self which determine the phenomena to arise or pass away. Actually, all phenomena arising and passing away on their own accord. There is no one or no individual who control over them. They on their own accord arising and passing away. So by seeing the impermanence of the phenomena, a yogi is spontaneously bound to realize the Anatta, the non-self, which is the opposite of the Atta. Because all phenomena are subject to Anicca, that means there's no Atta which can control or determine the phenomena to appear or disappear. So in this way, yogi spontaneously realize Anatta as well. Today, Sayadaw will continue how by just realizing Anicca, yogis are bound to see the Anatta, non-self. So Sabbe Sankhara, Anicca, all the conditioned are impermanent. So mind and body, mental and physical phenomena are conditioned under condition of the four factors, is a karma, citta, and the weather and food. So under these conditions, physical phenomena are arising and passing away. So these phenomena which are conditioned, called in Pali Sankhara, and they arise and pass away. So they are called Anicca. So Sabbe Sankhara, Anicca. They are very fragile, extremely fragile. They are all temporary, all the mind and the body, they themselves are not self or atta or ego, or there is also no ego or atta or something like atta involved in the mental and the physical process. There's no atta which can determine or manage things in our lives. Actually, the atta is the only concept. It is actually conceptual things. That's why in Pali it is said Dukkha. It is empty, or there's meaningless. When we see the impermanence or the phenomena, we are bound to see the Dukkha and Anatta spontaneously. Directly we experience the phenomena arising and passing away, just impermanence. But we are bound to see the Anatta or the phenomena spontaneously. Because we see the phenomena arising and passing away on their own accord, there is no one who can manage or determine the phenomena to arise or pass away. That's why when we see the impermanence of the phenomena, we are bound to see the Anatta of the phenomena spontaneously. For example, when we observe the rising, falling, or the abdomen, we are expected to experience the characteristics of the rising, such as the tension or tightness, and then we see the phenomena arising and passing away. In the same way, with the heat, cold, or stiffness, aching, and so on, several types of the phenomena can be experienced. We observe the moment they take place. Then we are bound to see their disappearance. So at the same time, we are able to realize the insubstantiality of the phenomena. There is only phenomena, no ego or substance is involved in it. So when we see one of the characteristics of the life, we are bound to see the rest characteristics, the Dukkha and Anatta, spontaneously through our own experience. So it is said in Pali literature, Yadnesa, Dukkha. What are impermanent are suffering. So mental and physical phenomena, they are all impermanent. So they are regarded as suffering, or which are suffering are regarded the Anatta, the non-self. If the phenomena arise and pass away, if the phenomena, it will be wonderful if the phenomena lasts long after arising. But actually they never last, they arise and pass away. When a yogi, then his concentration and mindfulness, with the concentration and mindfulness strong, is able to see the phenomena and they are arising and passing away. They are very quickly pass away. Sometimes we see the people die. So anybody who is born is bound to die. Then life should not be regarded as a wonderful thing. If we were never died, then it should be said life is wonderful. But we all are bound to die. So the life should not be set wonderful. So in the same way, the mind and the body, they are all subject to impermanence, and then they fall victim to impermanence. So they have the tendency or the death. So the mind and body should not be regarded as wonderful things. They should be regarded as the unsatisfactory. So they are all called suffering. So we cannot make, or nobody can make the phenomena to last long. Nobody can determine to the phenomena to last long. So that means there is no atta or ego, individual or universal, involved in the phenomena. So all phenomena arising and passing away, and they are subject to the impermanence. So they are regarded as suffering. And then yadanasan, tajnata. So what are suffering and satisfactory should be regarded non-self, no atta, anatta. So once we see or realize the impermanence of the phenomena, then we are bound to see the suffering or unsatisfactoriness of the phenomena, and then spontaneously we are bound to see the anatta, the non-self. So it is the expression, the nature impermanence is experienced, then the rest too also spontaneously realized. So that's why Mahasi Sayadaw make an point in this fact. So according to the Pali literature, it is Udana Pali. In Udana Pali, these points are mentioned clearly. So this realization of impermanence is started where there are 10 types of the realization of the Vipassana jnana. The first one is Samasana jnana. So realization of nature is started in this level of Samasana jnana. When we observe the mind and the body, we see them rising and passing away, and then we realize their unsatisfactoriness and non-selfness. Then we discern all mind and body at the present or in the future or in the past. Every and each mind and body are all subject to the impermanence. They all fall victim to impermanence. So in this way, he or she realize the phenomena as impermanence of all time. And then he or she is realized to see the phenomena in his or her own life arising and passing away. By seeing his or her own phenomena arising and passing away, he or she is bound to see any other phenomena or any people or anyone are also the same, arising and passing away all the time. So in this way, he or she is bound to see the phenomena of all or the future or present or past or one's own or others. Any phenomena are subject to the impermanence. This is the realization of the nature. This is the first insight knowledge or the Trên. So at this level of the Samasana jnana, the first insight knowledge, yogis are expected to see the suffering more, and dukkha, the discomfort or unpleasant sensation become extremely obvious. All the time he or she feels uncomfortable, or for example stiffness, hardness, sometimes extremely stiff or heat or cold. Several types of unpleasant sensation can be experienced at this level of the knowledge. It is because yogis or his or her concentration gets stronger, and he or she can keep his or her mind away from the hindrances. So the phenomena become extremely obvious to him. So the state of suffering, discomfort, they also become manifest, clearly obvious to him or her. This is just like seeing a thing through the microscope or magnifier. Tiny and very small thing cannot be seen with our naked eye, but they can be seen through the microscope or magnifier. We can see the things, the tiny things, magnifying 10 times or 20 times and so on. So in this way we are able to see the very tiny thing bigger through the microscope or the magnifier. So in this way, when our concentration and mindfulness gets strong, then we are able to see the phenomena more clearly, more obviously. So we thought we were experiencing the unpleasant sensation or discomfort more and more. Actually, it is because of strong concentration and mindfulness which enable us to see the things more clearly. That's why the phenomena or unpleasant sensation become more obvious to us. In this case, yogi or we must be brave enough to face with enough to encounter, enough to confront with the unpleasant sensation or pain. We should not withdraw. We must face the confront with the unpleasant sensation or discomfort bravely by noting them continuously. Otherwise, if we give up noting, then it's very difficult to have control over them. So in this case, we must take necessary risk. We cannot die because of this type of sensation. So that's why we are encouraged in the literature to face with the unpleasant sensation or pain or discomfort, any types of discomfort, with no regard to even life and limb. We must be brave. Then we are bound to master them, master unpleasant sensation. So we must take this necessary risk. We should not be afraid of facing with the unpleasant sensation. Then only are we bound to master, or we are bound to have an upper hand on the unpleasant sensation and discomfort. So it is necessary for us in this level of knowledge to be brave enough to face with the unpleasant sensation. So if we fail to observe or note the unpleasant sensation or pain, then we become very coward. We dare not face with the unpleasant sensation. Then we are bound to lose. Sometimes we may think, initially I am comfortable, last moment I am comfortable, now I feel uncomfortable, I have unpleasant sensation. Thinking like this, we feel disappointed, we may get angry, or sometimes we may feel worried. So then we are defeated by the mental defilement. We lose there. Sometimes we may expect for better sensation or for comfort. When we encounter with the unpleasant sensation or discomfort, we have desire for comfort, pleasant sensation. This is a lobha, attachment, or the desire. Sometimes we have comfortable feeling, comfortable sensation. Then also we have desire for better and more comfortable sensation. This is a bigger, powerful lobha and attachment. Sometimes we feel tranquil, peaceful. Then also we are desiring, we are craving for the more to be more tranquil, more equanimity. These are all tanha, attachment or craving. We are defeated by this tanha or craving. We lose. So there are several types of the unpleasant sensation or pain. If we fail to note, we are all the time defeated by the lobha, dosa, and unpleasant lobha, dosa, and unwholesome mental state. So we lose all the time. When we encounter the discomfort, unpleasant sensation, we expect for pleasant sensation or the pleasurable sensation or comfort. When we have the comfortable feeling, we want better one. In this way, we are all the time defeated by the mental defilement such as the lobha and dosa, and etc. So the Buddha said, the Vedana Pitya Tanha, when we have sensation, the Tanha, attachment or craving take place. So there's no chance for us to conquer the lobha, dosa, and so on. So in this case, patience and perseverance is essential, necessary. No one ever died of noting pain, unpleasant sensation with the patience and perseverance. So the patience must be practiced so that we are able to master the pain, we are able to have upper hand on it. So instant benefit we can get from noting unpleasant sensation is we can prevent, we can keep our mind away from the mental defilement such as lobha, dosa, attachment and aversion, and so on. When we are able to master the unpleasant sensation or pain, we are bound to feel the peaceful, tranquil, and a very peaceful feeling. So it can be compared with someone who dropped down heavy burden. When he carries heavy burden on his or her shoulder, he or she is very tiring and very sweated. When he put down the burden, the load, he or she is very feel released and peaceful and tranquil. In the same way, when we are able to master or have upper hand on the unpleasant sensation or discomfort, we are bound to feel very peaceful and tranquil. So that's why it is said in the Buddhist Pali literature, Vedana Nupassana Bhavando Passadi Bahulo. So observation of the sensation provides us with a peacefulness or tranquility. It is expression in the Pali literature. So the observation of the unpleasant sensation or discomfort is at the moment or present, at the present moment, suffering. But later when we have control over it, or when we are able to master it, the happiness or peacefulness take place. So Chiti Dukkha Viparinama Sukha, suffering now, happiness later. When our samadhi concentration gets strong, we are able to penetrate into the object, or such as unpleasant sensation or any types of discomfort. Then our seeing is become very sharp, so sharp that we are able to see very small, tiny sensation or the phenomena arising and passing away in our mental and physical process. Then at that level of the knowledge, we are expected to experience to seeing the light, bright light, or the peacefulness or tranquility, and sometimes we feel we are floating in the air and so on. So this feeling or this type of the tranquility or this type of the rapture are much more superior to worldly rapture. It's comparable with any worldly rapture, a worldly feeling. So we explain this type of the feeling next day on the 3rd of February. Today is leaving for Yangon. He have to prepare things for the journey to the Nepal. 4 weeks he will spend there, and after that he come back. He may have time. He may find time to continue his Dhamma talk. So enough for today. Sadhu, 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 sadhu.